Hi, today we are going to discuss about some international issues, more exactly about the foreign exchange market for currency. So let's define the exchange rate as foreign currency divided by US dollar. And that's going to be our first formula. So some interpretation of the exchange rate. When R goes up, we say that R appreciates, which means that the dollar is stronger, and because of that, US goods are more expensive related to foreign goods. If US goods are more expensive, then we are going to have export is going to go down because we export less. Our goods are more expensive. And imports are going to go up. We import more from other countries. So right away you see that the relationship between exchange rate and exports is inversely related. When one goes up, the other one goes down. And the relationship between exchange rate and imports is directly or positively related. Now we know that the balance of trade is defined as export minus import. And now let's talk about the factors behind the balance of trade. Now let's define Y as GDP for the domestic country and Y star GDP for the foreign country, or Y GDP for United States, Y star GDP for any other country, Canada, China, Japan, and so forth. So now exports. Exports is a function of domestic GDP, foreign GDP, and exchange rates. And now let's see the signs behind these factors. So really we export, this is US exports. We export as a response to demand for the foreign countries. So we are going to have a positive sign here. Not really too much over here because we only export if we have a demand from foreign country over here. And with exchange rate, we know from the previous slide that we have an inverse relationship between export and exchange rate. And that's formula number 2. Now let's discuss about imports. Imports is a function of Y plus, because when we import because we want to import, we demand those goods. So it's a response from domestic country Y, positive. And then the relationship between imports and the exchange rates is positive from the previous slide. And that's equation number 3. And finally, F net export, X minus M, is going to be a function. Now this minus sign here is going to play a role in factor sign. So because we have a minus here, Y, it's going to have a minus sign. Because of this minus sign, we change this sign here from plus to minus. Then Y star is over here. It's in X. X has a positive sign, so we keep the sign. And R is going to be negatively related from here. X minus M is X is positive, so we keep the sign. And that's going to be our equation number 5. We are going to continue this discussion, but I try to keep the recordings shorter to be easier for them to upload. So I'll continue this discussion.